Workers injured on the job rely on workers' comp to help pay their bills. But what happens during a pandemic? Our Is It Legal contributor Ted Haller joining us now to discuss extra protections for first responders. Ted.
Yeah, right, Randy. Normally to get workers' comp, you, the employee, has that burden to show that you got injured or, in this case, sick while working. But it's going to get, as you mentioned, a lot easier for first responders, people like firefighters or nurses, to get workers' comp if they do catch COVID-19. And I talked to a workers' comp attorney, Lindsay Rowland, about this.
Communicable diseases have always been covered under work comp, but there's new legislation that was recently signed by Governor Walz that creates a presumption that a first responder who develops coronavirus as a result of their work activities is presumed to have developed it due to their work activities. So people who are, part of the front lines in terms of fighting coronavirus.
This new law does not apply to other essential workers, people like grocery store clerks or people who work in meat processing plants, but they can get workers' comp if they do get COVID-19, but the burden is still going to be on them to show that they got it while working, Randy. And Lindsay said the key to this, since you can't really see someone getting it, is documentation, writing down what your symptoms are, your surroundings, things like that.
Right. Okay, here is a little tricky one. We're jumping out of the box on this one. What happens, let's say, during a pandemic like this, a lot of people working from home, right? What happens to the average person who may get injured while working from home? Can they get workers or file for workers' comp?
You're asking that because my chair here is going to cause me serious back issues
Exactly.
one
You could
day.
fall right off that chair.
Right, exactly. So if you get injured while working and doing what you're supposed to be doing at home, Randy, you should be able to get workers' comp. But as you alluded to, it can get a little tricky. We talked about this too. Listen.
All injuries that occur in the course and scope of your employment are covered by workers' compensation. So even injuries resulting from using a fancy dining room table that may not be the most ergonomically friendly as part of your home office, those injuries are covered. Fortunately, just because you're working from home or you have a home office doesn't mean that every injury that happens at home is covered. Taking time out of your day to do the laundry or to go walk the dog, that's not going to be covered.
Now, if you maybe trip and fall on the way to the coffee maker or to the bathroom, then you might have a better argument that you should get workers' comp. But Lindsay says for all of this, because when you get injured at work, people see it happen. At home, they don't see it happen. So you want to document this stuff again. And Randy, you also want to tell your employer as soon as possible, alert them of your injury.
And we don't want to in any way encourage workers' comp fraud.
Absolutely not. Stay safe at home, stay safe at work, everywhere.
Stay legal. Thanks, Ted. That was a good one.
Thanks.